Hello everyone, JackTStriker tabbing in. Let me just get some music to start with. 850, I will probably only have a maximum of one draft. Alright, here we start. Which draft do we go for? Here, 5,000, we can get 950, which means a total of 1,900. It only costs 750 though. Or the pick 2 draft, which allows us to get more cards. And a total of 1,300. 6,000 for 1,300, but the other one can give you... No, not 950 it was. For 5,000, right? Yeah. Well, 2 times 1,300 would be 2,600. We are going for the pick 2 draft because we can do a maximum of 2 of them today. And depending on how much we win, we can go for another draft to keep our jevels incoming, because I want to get to 6,000 so I can go for another draft for the big guy. It's a 3 mana, 2/3 flash flying vigilance with the ability to re-enter your things, which is actually quite strong considering that this is an prepared deck. Oh, we get to take 2. Giving flying. I do not really have the creatures right now. I don't wanna pivot into the colors already. Wait. Well, let's go for this. So, one thing I wanted to point out or give you guys to think about as well. There are actually multiple things to keep in mind in this kind of game. You can still go in... I started wrong. Let me rephrase that. Currently, the drafts is something where you actually wanna go 3 colors because it gives you more options, more plays, more cards to play and adjust to, right? And the main point of this is that with going for 3 colors, you have the option to pick whatever you like to go for and enhance it more. Like, the black cards itself are already good. Black-green cards go for lifelink, right? And black-white go for spell casting. But if you combine them, you might even be able to get some synergies. Like, there's one black card that really synergizes with some other cards to play. So that's why I'm kind of taking multiple colors, so I can pivot to all kinds of plays. I'm not gonna... Oh, damn, now I took it on accident. I didn't want to take the black one here, but it's fine. Now I got it. It is what it is. I mean, we did get the black-green one, and taking it away from other people is not so bad, honestly. Ooh, Aral! Damn. I mean, I'm gonna take this because it's really good in one of my decks and I don't wanna miss the chance to take it, right? Question is, what do I go else? This one returns instant sorceries. I don't think I can go blue-black this game. Like there is no synergy, and I'm not really sure splashing black right now would be nice. So I'm gonna focus on the colors I have. So blue generally is nice. Draw a card and investigate. That's an option for me right now, since it's a very cheap card that really synergizes with what I want to do. The Channeler is also nice, but I think this card is also very good. I still need some creatures for my colors, so... No, I will go with the Thoose. The Thoose is such a nice card to have right now, and the Roll already goes to the side thing. I mean, theoretically I can still pivot into green-black, but I just don't see it happening right now. This is a good one, a creature. And here we have red for dealing damage or deal the damage in flashback. Yeah, let's go with this one. This is just a better spell. Ward and create angels. Yeah, I don't really like these spells, and getting a double color right now, since I'm going multiple colors, is really nice. Okay, damn, oh well. This is a nice one. Oh, this has always been a great pick, if you ever go or went for white. Since we have given up on black, even though no one is going for it, the only thing we could do is splash it, and right now I don't really want to splash cards. This is such a good card because it's a flyer for 2/3 that also grows stronger if cards leave your graveyard, which means going for some flashback cards is always worth it. Card draw. Where's all my card draw? This is no card draw. This is not. Nope. This is card draw. We will stack up all the card draw cards we have currently. Two black and green cards. Kind of funny that they are now coming to me. Oh, green, blue. But this is such a good card. We haven't really decided to splash white yet. Well, we did take some white cards. They haven't really been that decisive. We don't have that much removal yet. Let's, with this, I mean, we did take this land, but I think I'm gonna go into green because this is such a good card to decide to pivot into. And it's also a very nice card draw card. Okay. This looks okay for me. Currently I have 8 creatures, so this is now my focus, to focus on green creatures and blue and black. But this is also card draw. We do have card draw more than enough, I guess, so... creatures. This one... Oh, we also had this one already. Let's take it back, I guess. Another removal. Seems better than bulk up right now. And so everything that gives me creatures would also be very nice. We only have 1 removal so far in this one, because there's not much to take. We can still pivot to white if necessary, but... And it kind of seems that way to me, since we're not getting any creatures anymore. Instead of green, after all. Even though in green we have already 2 creatures, which are very nice. This one creates at least something. And Yeah, okay. In white we only have one, in green we have multiple creatures. So I'm not gonna go for colors, because 4 colors is just gonna kill me. But since we are only having 10 creatures, it's really gonna go to... Which colors can we go for? Which things can we do? This is sorcery speed, good thing I didn't take that one then. You don't need that much from them. Bulgap is also not really the option here, we don't have that many creatures. Oh wait, this with these 6 mana things. I really need to focus on getting mana open for my things. We don't really need this one. This is nice. Like, we really have to focus on getting creatures out that actually give us more. So I really can't miss my creatures here. This is a removal and card gain advantage. Oh yeah, this one can go out. We are not gonna play white this game, after all. Monstrous Rage is okay. Brace Lightning is also nice. So right now we really can't remove any creatures. Double green though, that really is gonna hurt in the long run. Because we don't really have any tutor cards, we only have the blue-white one, so it will be tough to play this one. Alright, 43, this is gonna be rough. What do we have removal wise? We have this one so far. 2. This could turn into a removal. Now we will need the Disdainful Stroke. It's one of our only removal spells. This in a way as well. I used that today in one of my limited formats in the tournament that I was playing. Not tournament, but somewhere close by to it. What else to remove? Oh wait, here we have 2 more removes, but they are weak because it only deals 2 damage. We're taking 1 down. So now we are on 16 lands, which I prefer to play with. Landscape, the Thoose, Quick Study. Can't really remove a creature, so... Yeah, this one. We don't need 2 of those big spells, 1 is more than enough. This is gonna feel really weird, because synergy wise, while we are spellcasting deck, we didn't really get that much profitable things. For example, I never saw the uncommon or common red creature that gives you 3 mana, because that's probably the reason why black was left alone, because no one went for it. And again, well, I personally think black-green is not so bad to go for. I mean, I had quite a good run with 2 times going black-green. I feel like the other colors are just way better. Since blue is one of our main colors, not starting with blue in the hand is definitely a reason to go for a mulligan here, which we are doing, and this is definitely a keep. The only question is, what do I put down? I could risk putting 1 green down to not play this one on turn 3. Or I could just put this card down. I'm definitely not gonna take away one of my red sources. So yeah, I'm thinking of this. Turn 2 this and turn 3 this guy. Because that will put the enemy on a lot of pressure, right? Which I personally like to see. As always, greet the enemy and let's have a blast and a lot of fun. Oh, he actually had a 1-drop. Now we have 2 options, but I'm gonna play this one next. It's a 3 mana 4/4 Death Touch, which is already more than enough to pressure him into removing it. And if it's a removal spell, it's fine. We could check anything with the Strife Scholar. It's also an option, but we'll see. I don't mind taking the left creature out because it grows stronger. I lose my card draw, but it's fine. Here we get a 3/2 with Ward, where he has to pay life. Then again, seeing as he is in a way black-green, he will gain a lot of life. And with white, especially even more. It's definitely gonna be... in the end he chose to have Helping Hand and wanted to take my creature down. Now we are not gonna do that again. This time we can go in for free damage, which I really want to do. So we are gonna play this guy for now. Next turn we can already start his play thing. Middle 7 cards is a lot though, but I'm always ready for it if it means we can get a cool and big creature out. And I did tell you, and I'm gonna keep pointing that out, the 4/4 Death Toucher is gonna put a lot of pressure onto him. Which I am very happy to abuse the pressure on them. Hey, Hanakari. Right, let's see what we get. Do I go for something with Ward 3/4 increment? We do have some bigger things. Copy the next spell. Yeah, let's go for this one. This one gives me more creatures and I really like the idea of having that. How much lands did we lose? 2 lands. We have 16, so we are almost on half of it. I'm totally doing fine. How are you doing? Ooh, a 4/3 flying. Sorcery. That's very nice to hear. Okay. Let's start using the spells on my creatures. That way I don't even mind if he takes my Ward 2 creature right now. Because I keep the pressure on him. I'm just curious, when is he ever... What? He... lets it pass? Does he have a way to finish me here? I mean, I have 2 creatures, one of them which will cost him life. I would be surprised if there was something that could save him right now. Okay, he's gonna stun it and gain life. That's to be expected from his thing. He can tap my creature by paying life. I was just having a lot to do today, so I didn't really had the chance to go for it. I also whispered to you yesterday that I missed the chat, right? So I couldn't add you yesterday. I'm a busy student, and in the end, while I'm streaming, I am busy. So you have to understand. 10, 18, 20. If I block the 4-4, it's 10, 14, 16. What? 10, 14, 16 already? No way, he actually kills me here? Wow, okay. Yeah, alright. Well, I didn't see that coming, of course. That really came unexpected, but he actually had the damage to kill me. Perfectly down to 0. Yikes. No. Han Akari. When I'm on stream, I'm giving content, also recording it for YouTube and everything. I don't see the, like, I wouldn't mind checking your stuff, but I'm right now not in the mood to check through some work because I want to get the drafts done as a content for people that are interested in watching some drafts and anything. And this is not a moment where I'm gonna check through some work other people do. No offense here, but this is really not a moment where I'm gonna go and check your stuff. Making sure he wastes his mana and making sure the most damage is reduced. Yeah, I do want that one next. As an additional cost. One blue is more than enough, and I get draw 2 treasure. Very nice. Yeah, this time it's gonna hurt. Ouch. Well, can he keep up the pressure or not? This is a slow format, so having cards to slow him down or some protection cards will make sure to pressure him more here. Really like that. I mean, I do play in my limited deck, a deck that's also focused around being a little bit offensive, using my removals to make sure my damage goes through and pressuring the enemy with life. And I did hear and see people saying that red and white really has a very good synergy in this set. And I can feel it, like, from this guy alone already. So now, let's play the green for now and check. So we have 2, 4, 6 mana. I could play the free spell and this free spell, but it's not gonna feel well. I need creatures to block and defend right now. I could get this 4-4 out, but without copying a spell that I want to play, it feels awful. Then again, it is a 4-4. Let's play this and set up the next turn. Yeah, that should do it. We don't need to attack. Right now, he's the active player, so it's fine if we stop taking pressures and let him do what he wants. Don't forget, guys, always stay hydrated. I'm actually happy to meet someone that's not waiting around, but playing things. You often see people wait hours for, in the end, to nothing happening. So here, I really need to stay attentive on this match. Okay, he brought this one in. I never want to mark its niche graveyard, but it was one control. Oh, okay. He did play this one on to... Huh? On which creature did he play it? Ah, here. Okay, he did it on this one. Okay, nice. We get to copy our spell. We can create 2 3/3s. Oh, this is also a nice one, but this is for next spell, for next turn probably. This turn we are gonna copy our next spell. And we are gonna make sure to get 2 3/3 onto the field. Now we have a lot of flyers and a good board. He has flashback cards ready. I really have to get rid of this creature right now. Ah, he has 2 mana open. It might be better to wait for him to be the one to start. Right now, I really... Well, I do not have many removals. I have chances to set up my board, right? So I'm really gonna focus on doing exactly that. This is the moment where we shoot him down before he gets the counters, because now he only has 1 mana. The chances of him being able to protect his creature is very low, which is exactly what we wanted. Well, this one also increases. It's a body on the field I can handle, but a flyer, often you really can't handle flyers since they can fly through your bodies. Like, I do have flying bodies right now, but he doesn't have to attack, right? He can stack him up first and then attack. Which is why I wanted to play it this way. Okay. We are gonna play another big body, getting back our instant to return a creature card to its hand. That way the counters get removed, and that's exactly what we wanted. Now I'm gonna come in for 3 because we've got a board that he can't really overcome that easily. And he knows we will have something to reset counters on creatures that he currently has. So that will pressure him into hopefully an turn to come in for us. One other advantage is we have 3 colors, which means we have a bit of a better card pool on cards, while he goes to 2 colors. While it enhances and increases his offensive ability, I really think, from what I have also seen from other guides and everything, that this set is not only a slow set, but also a better set to be in more colors. I'm not saying to go 5 colors, don't get me wrong here, right? I can't really take that. He already did his job, so let's just sacrifice that for 4. The other ones I don't want to sacrifice, because I still have like my first rare of all. It was the pilot to flicker and get them ready again. That's the one thing I want to focus on right now. Okay, we have 2 instants. We will need blue mana for that, which means... Let's get this one out, so next turn we will have even more creatures on our side. He currently doesn't seem to have anything he can do. And we are always gonna leave. Wait a second, if we attack, I'm ready to sacrifice a 3/3 if he wants to come in swinging. We've got mana enough to interact in his turn, so I don't see the reason to Like, I don't mind the token dying, because I will create tokens later anyways if I need to, or in the next turn even. And since we have interaction, we can actually do that. But let's see, like, we have also had the mistake from last game where we got really rolled by that one guy that made one spell, not the impractical choke, the white one, made us lose a lot. He paid, and he's gonna hit me for 6, right? Oh, and then he's gonna hit with everything. Let me just think, what do we do? That's the only one that can increase when he does this, so we are gonna take that one away. Oh, that's nice. That's gonna help us next turn to make sure that creature doesn't touch the battlefield again. And he did remove our token creator, which somewhat was expected, right? You wanna come now? Now, since this creature did its job, he can now sacrifice it or what? Okay, we are not gonna get... tokens out of this. I'm just gonna take 4 damage this turn. I'm fine with that. Because now I can go in swinging for 3 damage this turn. I've got a counter spell for his creature, and I've got a lot of instants for his turn. So we'll see what he does. I don't really like to see growing creatures, so I'm gonna cancel that one. If he now comes with a big thing like an Elder Dragon or something like that, it would have been awful, but that's something I can handle, or that I don't mind right now. Increment, not bad. We've got something to deal 2 damage, so it resolves. We keep 1 spell to increase the pressure. Ooh, he discarded a bulk up. We draw another card, because we can reach increment. Target creature. 6 damage to target creature. Well, first, we are in no need to rush things. This is a sorcery. It deals 2 damage only right now. But it's good enough to make him think that we still have something, right? Yeah, let's go with the flyer. He can't really stop the flyer. We have creatures to defend ourselves if necessary right now. I can pay 2 and then 5 is very expensive. Now we will pass here. Next time we can use 7 mana in a way to just kill a creature that would feel awful, but it is what it is, right? We do have 1 royal treatment to protect our board. So if necessary we can do this. What does this deal to damage to each creature you don't control? Oh wait, the 5 and then the 2 to get rid of some of his creatures. That's an option I didn't think of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 mana for the double strike. Making sure to kill 1. So if I go with 2, I'm definitely going to lose, but if I let it through, I will die as well. Goodbye, increment creature. It was really nice knowing you. I guess I need to slow... Okay, he just takes it down. Well, I don't mind, because it's not gonna kill me, and as long as I can get creatures. No, we undo that. Red, blue. We draw a card. There's the royal treatment. Yeah, that one would have been nice in that combat just now. Yikes. What does it do? 6 damage to target creature you don't control. I can deal 2 damage to every creature I do not control. That alone is really making this juicy right now. Because now creatures are gone. I have 7. Oh, I have enough to finish it. It's gonna create 1 mana. Ah, he's making sure his creatures don't die this turn. Not so bad, or not all of his creatures die, let's say it this way. Then again, it's more than enough. We can deal 2 damage to this creature now. And we come in for 8 damage. Tough. Yeah, you can survey, but it's what it is. It's tough, but we had exactly 8 damage for this turn. I have to say, him using his abilities just so I had to readjust my damage and everything, did make it interesting. Like, he actually managed to make sure that his mascot survived, which I actually already accounted out for. Alright, let me check. Yeah. I had to do that. For those guys who wondered why a big pause. First of all, I will need to take a break and go to the restroom right now. Secondly, I really don't want to do this, but I'm not a guy that wants to, how do I say it, get spammed by something, right? While I did say that I would be interested to check out some stuff, Han Akari kind of is too direct, like too forceful in trying to get me to watch her stuff and maybe order something with her. I'm not into that. I currently don't want to upgrade my thing. I just want to start streaming, get content out, and make you enjoy my streams. So I'm definitely not gonna start by spending money right now. In any case, I will be going for a little break and see you right after it. Alright, I'm back. Hope you guys missed me. In any case, kinda sorry to have this weird thing going on, but as I said, I just really I really don't enjoy having to be someone to kick someone out or direct someone away from my streams or anything, but I'm not a money bag running around. I wanna give some good and quality content while also enjoying my games with you guys. Not someone that walks around purchasing everything to enhance my Twitch. Like, I will try to get to build a very good portfolio and everything, right? But that doesn't mean to rush things right now. Like, there is no win for me to go for it when I'm already, I wouldn't say struggling, but when I'm already in the position I currently am to start the stream, only recently reaching affiliate and everything, right? There's no reason for me to rush things right now. Okay, this is a free removal spell here. This creature gaining life or draining me, I'm not really up for that. Don't like it. Well, some of you know I do have some double green spells and everything. I do want to keep a green one because I do have no double blue spells. So already having two blue islands on the field is more than enough. Here we go, a big Death Toucher incoming. Sadly, I do not have one more green to be able to protect him this turn. So let's hope he doesn't remove him instantly, but he plays black and he really likes to get rid of my things, right? Okay, he's definitely baiting me. He has Vigilance though, so he can also do that in my turn. But then again, I will have Royal Treatment in my turn active, unless he removes him. But it would be weird for him. Non-land card. Interesting, why was he so offensive but now plays that sorcery? That's kind of surprising. He took away my card draw. Ooh. Well, since he knows my hand, hexproof and +1, so I can do it, put him to a 5/5. And since he doesn't know what I drew, but probably knows that it's not that useful, I'm gonna play this, and I'm instantly gonna play this, so that the prepared one is already gone. Okay, copy. Ooh. I like the pilot. Because that means I can re-prepare my things. Now the question is, will he take the 4 damage? Nope, he really likes to get rid of it since I now got a creature that can bring, like, flicker and bring my prepared mechanic again. Or re-prepare things, right? Ah, okay, he had some removals for that. I didn't expect that. Like, I didn't expect him to sacrifice this creature A. Still go for the second creature here. Well, it is gonna be tough now. Well, at least I don't need to play the forest because I lost at least 2 of my green creatures now. And maybe I will get some of my draw discard cards later on. Like what I can generally recommend you guys is, if you didn't draw a land, you're often better just keeping your land on top for A, having more cards, which means pressure on the mind of the opponent. You could have something, right? Where he has to think a bit better about his cards and plays and everything. Well, also, especially if you have cards that care about you discarding cards, right? Making sure you keep thoose available as well. So now, for example, I had 2 lands. Now I can play a land. And, well, now it really comes up to what I draw next turn. Seems red-white is definitely the better colors to go for. Okay, if I don't draw a creature, something to help me for this special board state, I will be... Wait, didn't I lose already? Yeah, I did lose my big board wipe, damn. I do have a creature that brings it back, but this royal treatment, no, the way I played it probably just didn't look so good. I must have been better to keep the royal treatment and play it a bit slower. Well, that was a terrible first draft. Then again, we didn't really hit that well either. Let's make it correct this time. Let's go in and destroy some people. This time for sure. Okay, so we have black, white. I personally like to see that. And one of the good uncommons that always comes back. This is a very interesting card. Like, I don't really want to go for the joint researches here. Giving opponents cards, it's really not worth it. Question is, do I go... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go black-white here. I had to decide, right? But in the end, going for black-white is more than enough. And in between, or while we are doing this, the Pro Tour is going off. What are they playing today? I'm really curious. Like yesterday, as much as... Oh, there it is. Whoops. Well, I will check it in a bit. Okay, here we can give creatures double strike, which is great. And this one as well to drain our opponents. I'm surprised I get so many black-white right now, but I'm gonna take them. They're both really good, and if I keep going for some low creatures and have one or two big creatures, that's more than enough. Oh, okay, they're continuing on to the draft that they started from yesterday. Then, that one is not that interesting or something that I want to watch right now. Wow, someone really is hugging all those packs. I get it, it's sometimes really hard to decide, but still. I really hate people in this draft that are hugging all the packs. If he's always gonna do that, it's gonna get really annoying. Okay, so what do we have? Whenever you cast a spell while you control a creature, you may copy the spell. When you cast the spell while you control a creature, you may copy the spell. Okay, each player sacrifices creature after choice. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And that's the other card. Huh. I currently don't have any tokens creation. This card seems nice, right? No, this and this we are going for. We have 2 seconds, yeah, then we already picked. Yeah, this Surveyor 2. We also lost to that one, right? Sacrifice creatures control again, indestructible. I really need some token creation, so let's hope we get someone later. This is also a very nice one, right? But I want to go for these two right now. The Duty Beyond Death is really a nice card. Okay, let's go for the creature here for now. Yeah. Ah, finally. Token creation. Since we are going for white, we might as well go for red. For red-white, right? So what do we have here? Shamanic Revelation. I really wish you could look into what I already collected and check if I need it or not. Exile target non-permanent and the top card of your library. For each of those cards, its owner may play it until the end of their next turn. So while I remove something, it might be able to come back. I don't really like to see that. I prefer this card to draw cards for now. And I still get to choose another card. Wait, what does this guy do again? It's a creature that says first time and enters except Huh. Like, there's an option for us to go red, right? Actually, if we might want to go for red here, we should already start taking red cards, right? Why red? Because we are going black-white, and red is the other card that mixes with it. Okay, we can get up to 3 colors, so we take this one. And this is one of the cards that I was looking for the most, because draining the opponents, I really like to do this. Oh wait, because then it's a sorcery spell that targets a creature, this creature gains flying. Either this or the flying creature. I like more the life gaining ability. We have had some really close games, so having something that actually drains the opponents is really nice. So how much creatures? Okay, we should still keep an eye on those. Like, you generally want to have as much creatures as you can. Because that allows you to do certain more things, right? The prepare land is currently my option. Maybe here? Because this is card draw and mana, right? Card draw and damage. We are going 3 colors, so the maximum for a 5 mana spell would be 3, which is not really to my liking. Yeah, while we do have some drain, we don't have that much drain right now. I prefer to have some removal spells, so this is hand removal. Okay, this one definitely. Another removal, very nice. Yeah, these two. Well, that's going on. Alright, so let's have combat tricks here. This is creature. This is kind of a removal. Creature. In a way, combat trick. This is sorcery. Ooh. I mean, we always like to take lands, even though it's not really the colors, but it is what it is. 4 free vigilance. I'm gonna take a bit because I'm still sorting. This is, in a way, a removal. Card draw. Let's put card draw here then. Creature. We are missing card draw so far. This one could help us in card draw. While it is red. Better than nothing, honestly. Let's forget that Dream Root Cascade right now. Let's go for a removal. And this one, how much creatures do we have? 10. So we will need to get some creatures later. Here we go. We go with these two. Right. Hop to it. This is exactly what we needed. This is what I wanted the most right now. I wanted to have some more creatures, right? Like removal. I really like the removal. Here we get 3 creatures. Tokens at least. But that's more... I want it. Yeah. Kind of a removal and a draw card. What? Someone didn't take Paralytic Ritual to get 3 more mana. I'm gonna take it. I'm still gonna take the Paralytic Ritual. Okay, we definitely don't have the amount of creatures where I would say that this removal spell is worth taking 2 of. This one definitely is fine, so this one went down. We still need some creatures. Now we are fine on creatures. Let's just take this one. It doesn't matter at this point. Okay. Finally done. Alright. Oh, we still got a lot to shuffle up or away. What we can definitely remove is this one because we already have more than enough creatures. This one can go... Oh, we do have a lot of multicolored spell. Actually, this one can stay. So creatures, we have 16. We want to go a little bit down on that. A little bit just. Let's see what we have card draw wise. Combat tricks. We can get one down. Creature. Creature. Something else. Creature. This is one of our only card draw cards. While it is in sorcery, it's actually giving us creatures, so one down of this one, we don't need 2 of them. Huh. Removal, creature, removal, creature, okay. I have to say we don't really have that much creatures that give us another body so we can sacrifice them that easily. I think the duty beyond death is a bit greedy to keep. Alright, we are on 46. We do not need 2 red sources, so we can go down on 1 red here. I feel like we do have a lot of white. Yep, we do need definitely more white sources. We have 2 of them in black white, so maybe we cut down 1 black and go 6 white. This is looking nice now. Okay, we still need to remove 5 cards. Do we really care about getting creatures back? Well, it does give us life and brings back 2 creatures, which means we can be even more offensive with our creatures, or don't mind some of our good creatures. From the removal spells, I don't want to go down even more, right? Well, that was a greedy pick after all. Or do we keep that for being offensive? I don't know. Nah, it's a slow format, so just getting 3 more mana right now doesn't help us. We are not a spellcasting deck, right? I just wanted it for the case that I'm gonna do some brawl decks at some point. No, we don't really have that much. 14 creatures remaining, that's fine. Maybe 1 more creature. We don't need 3 of them actually. Now we are down to 13 creatures, which is more or less okay. It is a combat trick. Just don't see it doing much. The first trick is, it is like a removal, so these two are really nice because they allow me to come back, right? Yep, this is pick 2 draft. We are just finishing up the deck right now. Welcome, Alo. I decided to go 3 colors because red-white has a synergy and white-black, right? Still thinking about how it will turn out though. Thing is, I do not have so... It's such a good removal though, because it's instant. That's why I took this one. What do we go for? I don't really want to remove another creature, because we already removed so many. But I'm really struggling to find the last 2 cards. Ah, okay, this one has to go after all. That was a bad decision. I read it for the end of the turn. But if I remove something from him, he can replay it. So that was actually a misplay or mispick here. Sometimes you really need to read the cards to really understand what they do. This is actually a really bad card. I mean, you do need to have some bad cards in the selection, but that really turned out to be bad. Okay. Well, I do not really want to go to 12 creatures. It seems like the best way to do. I actually want to go for 1 more removal in the end. So we are gonna remove 2 more creatures. It's so good we got Hop to it. That gives us 3 1/1 creatures. The Death Toucher is nice. I really don't feel this one though. I have seen some of these Elephant Cleric against me, but I really don't feel them. Mana value is to 9. I have only 12 creatures, so I really need to remove 1 non-creature. Since we now got quite a lot of removals, I think we can take the interaction away. Yeah, it is that. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, before we start though, there's one thing I want to do, and that is get a good artwork here at least. Up to it. Let's go. In Mardu colors. Okay, we've got black and white and some cards already, which is very nice. Let's keep this and hope we get our red source at some point. Let's start with black for now. If he gets the second creature out, we might be able to get this one out. Oh, that's not a creature in my view. Shit. Oh, well, that leads us to the option of playing the Killian's Confidence, right? Yeah, we're gonna play this for now. Very nice. Okay, now let's see. Will he block the 5 power? Or will he allow it? He blocks it, which is fine for me. Then we play the mountain here. Well, we cannot use the mana this turn. We can use it to play this or this next turn, if necessary. Okay, white for now. And we're going to combat. Swing for free. Which is instant. This is an instant we can use anytime. This one maybe, but I don't think any haste creatures are here. Or we could just build our board, but against black and green there might be some combat tricks ready, which I don't really want to risk right now. So yeah, let's just pass here for one moment. There's no reason to play it fast. We did lose one game because we were a bit too offensive before. So by playing it slow, I really enjoy it in a way. To just slow things down. This is why I really didn't want to lose this card. 5 mana instant. Currently we were sitting on exactly the amount of mana to pay the full price, and it's still a very nice card to get rid of something from the enemies, right? Here we go, enhancing him again, giving him even more power, drawing a card. Ooh. Smacking 5. Theoretically we could get it. Oh wait, yeah, we are getting it back. That also a trigger. This is like the synergy I was talking about between some color. Like this is white black and this is a white red creature, but this is the small synergy it has. So sometimes you need to go 3 colors this set, even though there are no 3 colored legendaries or anything. It's making it also easier that there's some. Oh, yeah, now he's removing it, which is fine. It's actually kind of expected it. This is a land, which is nice. Do I do this? No, this one is strong. Play for free. It's not gonna help us though. For now, give him bonus that and draw a card. Ooh. I'm also kind of interested in just getting rid of that 4/4, right? So we can go truth, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna do this because I can. Because we have a 4/4 and we keep the pressure with the HP on, right? We build it more aggressive and it's doing its thing. Now the question is, will he block it just to block the damage? He is! Okay. If he just plays one creature... well, it wouldn't be tapped, right? Let's see, this is 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, and then we have 4 mana. Didn't that card do 5 damage? Yeah, perfect. Which colors? Okay. So we need 1 red, 2 white here for this one. And then we have the colors to play that other spell from the graveyard. Which we are gonna play. That's the reason we did it this way. Oh wow, it actually gets cheaper. Okay, that was a little bit surprising. Like, I mean, I did want to play that spell, but I didn't expect that it would get exile and with that itself making itself cheaper. Oh yeah, that's just the red-white synergy, right? Ooh, he plays the next one. Damn, that's not so easy to remove. 3 colors. Well. Oh, wait. Do we actually have... we have red, white, black. I'm just thinking which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. We have 8 damage. So the best thing to do actually is this one. With I may copy it, so I can also choose to not copy it. It makes us copy the spell. We decline that. We do not copy, but sacrificing this 3/2, he will have to sacrifice the 6/6 he has currently. So we sacrifice this one, he sacrificed that one. Alright, we can enhance our creature by 1 power, so he goes to 6, but it's not enough to kill him yet. Which is why we instead, since it cost us 1 spell to do this, right? Ah, but this should be enough. Now we can discard him a card, right? And finish it. I mean, that's the reason why I wanted to keep some removals, but that was a little bit... how do I say it? A little bit of a surprise that it actually synergized this well, right? We still take it. It's a free win. We have a card draw card and we have this one. Yeah, we can keep this one. We have enough cards to play and we did put some extra care in choosing our cards, right? Alright, let's just play the 1/3 here. It's a slow format and hope it doesn't get removed so we can gain life while dealing some damage to him, right? And draw some cards. Ooh, Feed the Swarm. Why doesn't he take this card, Joe? Oh well. Like this version, there's such a way better version to get from this set. I'm thinking, but I'm gonna discard this card. Ooh, still not our black source. And now he knows we are missing the black source. Well, that's the reason why I wanted to keep this one, for the case we actually draw it at some point. Yeah, we are gonna go for this again. We are gonna discard the planes. Well, at least we got some removal spell, depending on what he plays. But the best thing would really be right now to draw our black sources so we can finally play our free cards that can help us a lot. Yeah, Simone's Experiment. You got 2 more creatures out. Hop to it. Honestly, not so bad, but I would rather play these 2 because both of them are great. And next turn we might even just play the sorcery here to give our little spirit mascot the +1. So is he gonna start removing something from my side? I'm curious. Yep. We need to get rid of the pest mascot as soon as we can. Please, black source. Alright. We need to get rid of it. I really can't have this guy get stronger and stronger because we do not really have the remove 1 creature thing. So we needed to get rid of that one. And don't forget, always stay hydrated. Always stay hydrated, guys. He removed a creature. Kind of expected, but it's fine. Oh boy. Will we ever get to draw our black source this game? We even discarded one of our one of our planes to draw more cards, but we still don't manage to get our last. Oh, draws 2, loses to life, makes it even stronger. Yeah, the Melancholic Poet is one of the reasons why I really want to get rid of it, because if you just cast spells that target a creature or multiple creatures, he just keeps draining. Trample and Indestructible, yeah, there's no use in blocking that one right now. Oh. Huh. I mean, if he's got something, we are done. Else we might be able to survive one turn. One more turn. This. Let's risk it and keep these things. Okay. Stun counter. There we go. Ah! Finally, our black swords. We can sacrifice 2, which would be for him probably this one and then the second one. Since next... I think we're gonna play this one. It's not only a good 2/2 Death Toucher, but since this one had a stun counter, we have one more turn here, right? Which is very, very nice. We can also get creatures back from our graveyard. Huh. No blocks, we can gain life with this and her drain anyways. So... First, we... Yeah, we just play this. Take action. What are you gonna sacrifice first? Very nice. 1 life and 2 life. And we do this yet again. Will he sacrifice his Death Toucher? Will he? Ooh, Zombify. We take the 2 damage and we remove his 5/5, which has been very, very obnoxious. Ooh, with this we clear the board. Oh wait, we could have attacked first and maximized our damage. Oh well. 2 damage. And we can just get our creatures back next turn anyways. Right, which 2 creatures do we go for? We have a... like this one is good. This one to finish the game? Yeah. We play both of them now. If he doesn't get a board wipe, it's over next turn, because giving him +1 and double strike will be a 5-10 damage. Yeah, this is over. We managed to hold out. Oh, the draining is so nice. That was super close, but we actually managed to hold our ground. Knowing when to block and when not to block made the difference here. Holy, was that close though. That really, really got me sweating. Nice. Already getting 800 coins out of it. This is, I think... I'm not sure how much gels it costs to participate in a draft, but this is already half of it. Let's see if we can get one more win out. Then we would be at 1k, and I think that would be a positive result. While I'm playing right now, I'm talking to you guys, I'm also checking the Twitch stream of the Pro Tour and looking that some people actually decided to just go 2 colors and also have some great success with this. It's also, how to say, nice to see, because it also surprises me knowing that a lot of people that have really good knowledge and really good skill in achieving what they wanted to get did say and decide to go for 3 colors, but seeing pros not going for 3 colors, or not all of them, makes me think if it's really that well or not. I mean, they are having success, some of them being on 11-0 or something like that, right? So still is interesting. Let's create our rabbits. Will he remove our Death Touch Aranin? That's the question. If he doesn't, we are gonna get rid of 2 of his creatures and drain him for a lot. Like, how much did she do before? 2, 4, 5, 6. We would just with these 2 cards that are super synergistic really drain him by a lot. Yeah, of course he's gonna remove it. Best decision he could do, honestly. Well, you know what? We're just gonna get rid of all of his creatures now by doing this play that he probably wasn't seeing coming. Please sacrifice a creature, Master. It doesn't matter, you're just gonna lose the second one anyways. There we go. That's your punishment for taking my Arnin. I really like this card. It's, I think, the first card to actually drain for 2, but it's really good in my view. Really good planned out. 1, 2, 3, and then we will play this one for 2. That sounds like a plan. Wait, do we have more than 1 creature card in the graveyard? Nope, we don't. Which means... I don't really want to waste an Ajani's response on this creature right now, though. I also don't want to waste this. It says target creature cards. Yeah, I don't want to waste it on only 1 creature, though. This is instant, this is instant. Yeah, let's just pass and see what he does. Because if he's gonna use the mana to play something... in the end, I think I have to use the Ajani's response right now. That Teacher's Pest really is annoying though. And there comes the bigger one. Huh. Yeah, this time we just remove it with the 5 damage here. Because we can. Next turn we are just gonna play the Inkling Mascot. Oh, he keeps coming with bigger creatures though. Kind of getting Oh, true, we needed to use black for this one. Oopsie. That was not so not planned like that. Because, yeah, now we lost all our pretty good removals. Well, we play this 2-2 for now. We might have to take a lot of damage this time. We will take a lot of damage this time. 6 damage. Ah. For now we can tank it. He's out of cards in hand, so something very nice to see. Now you're gonna come in for with 2-2. Are you gonna block it or not? Nope, he's not, which is okay. It would hurt, but I'm thinking of actually using this one to block any of his creatures. Yeah. Ah, he can increase the stats on this one though. Yeah. We just block 3 damage here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of damage this turn. But it's okay, we are gonna get these 2 back now. Which also means... we can now definitely get rid of his trample creature. Ugh! This is for Chill Elk. Okay, that one doesn't get counters, but yeah, that is gonna be really annoying now. Okay, I can just block with 2 creatures. You have to remove one of mine. Probably the Death Toucher. This one I do have to block. Ah, he can always replay it, even if it's tapped. What? He's not doing that? Okay, that's crazy. Okay, we play this one first. Ah, he can also do that in our turn. It doesn't say sorcery speed. Yeah, this red, green, black creature is really interesting. He really came with big creatures in the end. That really pressured me a lot. Yeah, we are not gonna play the land, we can use it to discard. This is the reason why sometimes you just keep the lands, right? This is really annoying. He has a lot of damage, so we already need to start blocking things. So, 1, 2, 3. He can build this up by 3. If I block with this, it's 11, 12. No, this one. Oh, actually, here, like this, and this way. This way we are gonna lose a maximum of 10 damage, which is not to my liking, but better than nothing. Well, we only removed 1 creature, but if I block with 2 creatures, this guy just to kill him, right? It wouldn't change the fact that I would lose 2 creatures just to get 1 Death Toucher gone, right? We discard 1 land. was the 4 mana thing better to discard? Don't really feel it. Oof, this is still, this still sucks. Not really looking better. Okay, free toughness. No, we need to do this. Actually, this and this. This way it forces him to enhance. Ah, wait, but the 6 damage is actually gonna kill us. Oh, damn. 3 damage here and this one. And then we will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. This really is frustrating. So here we can block 5 damage and this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he can enhance this guy as much as he wants. Oh boy. I'm not sure how many removal spells I still have, but this is the best thing I had in mind after all. He has big creatures and I can't really handle them right now. I at least survived. We'll see what I draw. I don't have a board wipe, so... Can get 2 creatures out yet again, but doesn't help because this is not a removal, this is a hand removal. Nice, we have a 5/5. Yep. Hand removal is nice, but creature removal is better. Let's see if we still have one more chance. We might change one of our hand removals for some other cards. Yeah, we still have a chance. Nice. Alright, and removal. What do we have? We have this one, but it's not so good. Seeing what it is, but it's better than this card, which only comes in quite late. This one at least gives us an extra card while removing 1 creature in combat, maybe even. Yep, this is better. We keep the removal. Wait. Did we also have the... No, the Death Touch is in the deck, alright. I just thought I saw a Death Touch creature in our pool to take, but we haven't had that onto the field, right? So I really wanted to make sure we had that. I'm sure it's kind of funny, but I haven't really seen any flow states, or at least I haven't noticed them in a way. Such a good card, but we never saw that. Here we will have issues again if we don't draw any lands, or we have all 3 colors now. We keep this one. This is an always keepable hand, right? Nice, we got a 3 mana creature we can play for now. And if we just got 1 more land in between that, we could maybe play this one to give us two bodies onto the field. Oof. Oh yeah, let's just use the mana we have right now to get rid of the Death Toucher. Oh, no way. Royal Treatment? Oh, okay, that's also fine. Sacrificing it. Don't forget, guys, always stay hydrated. Now, let's get our 3rd color out for now and see what he does. We can get some +1/+1 stats, like hit him for a lot and get that card back into our hand, which I personally think it's great. That guy must have really liked Strixhaven since he went for the Dillian Professor already. Ah, we don't block this. Okay, and since we now have the mana, let's do this into this. This is gonna be very deadly. +1 lifelink, bam. Oh, next turn we can get a counter on our big creature or our vigilance guy, and make sure he has to discard a card. Ooh, yeah, he's not gonna scale this one up, but we've got removals for that. Not now, but we will get some removals. Since we can gain some life, I don't really mind. Unless he starts removing our red hat thing, that would be kind of frustrating. Okay. No blocks. This is a lot of damage. But how about you show us your hand right now? No. Okay, so he really works well with life gaining right now. He basically has no creature in his graveyard. Not yet, so that's why this one is gonna grow stronger later on. And gives him life. These two work when he gains life, so... And he does have the mana to make these two work, but... I don't really want to have him on more creatures since I can't really remove any of his creatures right now. I can do 8 damage to him. He can gain 1 life by playing this creature. So 7, 9 damage. Yeah, we are gonna go all out here. I figured he would trade, but this is nice because now he lost his kind of life gaining one. He needs to use the pull from the grave just to get the creature back, right? We currently only have 1 creature, but that's fine. We can get 2 bodies out next turn, right? The trample is a little bit annoying though. Yep, that's 8 damage, that's fine. No blocks. You could really need another removal right now. Hop to it is not what I needed. Not what's gonna save me from this. This one can give me 2 life. Ah, maybe the 2 mana on that one Death Toucher was a little bit wasted in the end. Oh, I mean, gaining flashback for one of my cards doesn't really make a change to it because I can't really cast that spell anyways. Oh boy, how do I turn this around? I mean, I can block 8 damage if he plays 2 creatures. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he cannot play 2 creatures, but the thing is I would sacrifice 2 creatures. All of my creatures to block all the damage or most of the damage just now. It doesn't really is to my liking, but I don't see another option right now. 8, 9, he will gain 1 life and he will be non-blockable for me. I should have attacked with the vigilance guys though. I kind of forgot that one. Damn. That one had vigilance. I need to really hold on to till I get either another. Oh wow, yeah. If I attacked, he would have lost this one at least. Now he can just play a creature, gain life, and skill it up. I can block 5 damage from this trample thing, but not all. Yep, this is his win. It is what it is. The pest mascot was way too long on the field. It scaled too much out of hand. Oh, damn. So here we are. We did made a little bit of plus with the pick 2 draft. So it's okay. Oh, we finally finished our vault. Very nice. Which we can now open. Very nice, very nice. Alright, now it's again saving up the commons and uncommons to use them in the next draft. Or in a later draft. For now, we still got 2,100. So we do one last draft. Wait, this is the wrong thing. Let's do the normal draft, I guess. Or should we go sealed? We pay 2. This is traditional sealed. Huh. Let's just see what there is for option. Traditional draft. This is the traditional draft. This is the traditional sealed. Aren't there more? Or was that one already disabled? Seems so. Quick draft is not to my liking. This is just too harsh. I think we are going for the usual draft. I want to go for drafts rather than for seals right now. Mission, of course, get as much wins as possible to make sure we get not only the money or the devils we spend it in back, but a bit more as well, right? I think this will be the last draft for today. Depending on timing and everything, I might do one more tomorrow. But I'm not 100% sure. And if anything, it's gonna be very late. So don't count too much on it, alright? Okay, what do we have here? When you gain life, put a growth control. As long as there are 5 or more growth controls, creatures. Huh. That is the question. What does this creature do? I mean, I really like the Arnin right now, but some people said that this card isn't that nice, but I don't think so. Like, just gaining life. It's a slow format, right? We might have some luck and get some of the black cards that gain me life, or I think there are even some white cards that gain me life. That's one of the things I'm not 100% sure of. Wait, we get a planar engineering. We get a bitter triumph even. Huh. Like, the planar engineering is a very, very nice scaling card. But then again, it's cost 4 mana to get some more lands, right? The Embrace of the Paradox would be better in that aspect because it gives you card draw and landfall into the field. Well, this one just gives me some land searching. I think I'm just gonna go for the bitter triumph here. Whenever you gain life for the first time, this creature becomes prepared. No, I'm gonna go for the bitter triumph here. We are actually going black-green for now. And we're just looking for where else we can gain life. Oh yeah, okay, this is exactly what we were looking for. Each opponent loses free life and you gain free life. What's with this charm? The Silver Quill charm is really strong. Sorry, someone just sent me a very funny thing. Actually, because oh wait, Abigail. It's a 2/3 flyer that can make creatures strong. I think I'm gonna go for the Abigail here. This could be a very nice finisher. We decided to go black and green, so like I'm still debating, but I think no one's taking this root manipulation, so let's go for the cheerful, because I really want to have some cards that give me cards from the graveyard back, right? They are very good generally. Huh. I mean, we have been going late and returning spells, right? I'm really tempted to go for this. Yeah, let's try it. A board wipe of ourselves. Removal. Alright. Flickering things, flickering. Oh, I got the mascot now. It's fine. No, we are going for life gaining right now. More life gaining. Yes. Life gaining. Return. I mean, not really gonna use this one, but it's fine. Okay, here we have the planar engineering once again. This time we are not pick 2 draft though. We do have helping hand. We have been getting some returning things, right? But these are to the hand. This is actually to the field. This one can gain me life or can allow us to destroy things. We do have only 2 removals right now. We do want to gain more life gain though. Let's go for a helping hand right now. We don't have much creatures, but I like the idea of returning my creatures to the battlefield, right? Ooh, a removal spell. Not really my thing. We are planning to go for life gaining, so this is kinda a necessary pick. So we already got one Abigail. I'm not gonna go for a second one because we don't have that much creatures yet. I'm really gonna focus on cards that... Wait. The free one first and then exile it from the graveyard to gain life. Exactly what we needed right now. Return each artifact or creature card with mana value X from your graveyard. So currently we do have a lot of 2 mana value cards. We could also play this one to gain more, to create more creatures that gain life, right? But we also generally want card draw cards. No, let's go for the Lubin first. Oh, in blue there was also some card draw. I didn't know. Well, now we are kind of black, white, and green, so we have 2 removals so far. So having more targeted removal will be helpful. removal. This is good because it comes back. We have seen how annoying it is against us, so this is a must pick actually. Gaining life, attacks, and comes back for 2 mana. I mean, currently it's the only option. Wait. Artifact is an enchantment or a creature with flying after choice. Nah, the Pika Poison is just not really to my liking, honestly. I might even remove one of these 4 mana things depending on our third pack, but for now, stacking up some creatures is not so bad. Oh yeah, definitely the Charm. It has so many different uses. Though the Simone is also very interesting. Do we go for the Charm or do we go for Simone? We are going for the Charm for now. Maybe we will get a Simone later. Alright, here we definitely go for Zombify, which also increases the chance of this going down. Life gain, more life gain, let's go. Do its late game card, it's fine. This one. Another time, so here this is card draw. Seems like blue hasn't been taken. Ooh, reanimate. Definitely what we wanted. And then we will have to hope to get one of the dual color lands or something like that, but we'll see. The reanimator is really, really nice. Yeah, that also means we can get rid of the Lewin. Ooh, search for a card, put it into the hand. It's an instant, so we take it. This is exactly what we kind of wanted. So now we have some card draw. 25. Okay, we have Zombify. This one to hand. Okay. We generally still want life gaining or card draw. So this is card draw. Life gain we don't have. This is a 1 mana creature that also gives us card draw though. This or this, what do we go for? Let's go for a more expensive one. Okay, increment. This is a Death Toucher. It's gonna be a nice blocker. Repel Calamity. Another targeted removal. I like it. More life gaining. More life gaining. Oh, 2 Witherbloom Charms. Really like that one. Hmm. 17 creatures, so yeah. Yes. Culling Ritual. I mean, we do want to slow it down a little bit. We do have some reanimated shenanigans, right? Huh. Yeah, we take this one even though we are not gonna play it probably. Okay. 34 cards, a little bit too much. We need to trim it down a bit. Alright, so first of all, we have 16 creatures, so we can remove up to 2 creatures. The teacher... Hey, Borkir, thank you for joining in. How are you doing, though? Have you finished your stream already? Thank you for the raid. I'm doing fine. I've been quite busy, and I would have loved to join your stream, but today I wanted to do my own drafts, and I didn't expect it to go this long. But generally I'm doing fine. And you? Did your stream go well? Did you have a lot of people watching you? That's good to hear. And you're always open to, how to say it, you're always free to just take a break. Like, I sometimes do it myself when I'm not feeling like it. I would sometimes even not play anything or start streaming. I even cancel some of my streams if I'm getting too tired, so don't force anything. You're always free to take some breaks in between. They can really be helpful, the breaks. What I do not like about a helping hand is that it comes in tapped. I did take it, but in the end, I think I'm gonna put it out after all. This gives me 2 things. We don't really have many token things. Well, I did take it, since it's a very nice card. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna be able to play it. I do want to keep on 15 creatures, but I'm not sure which one to take out. Wait, what is the mana value? 2.8. I really want to keep this life gaining thing, because that's the main thing I wanted to go for this time. And I do really want these targets removals, right? Maybe the calling ritual is not it after all. Kinda sorry for you, Borky. I don't have the idea or the setup to give you a shout out. I need to check it out for once I have the time. Currently, I'm really stressed with my planning and everything. But normally, I would really like to give you a shout out here. Oh well. I still appreciate it very much though. This is also life gaining. So we've got Trout 2. What is this one? So it can give me 2. This one only, and it also cost me life. So this is better. But this one can trigger some of my other things. This one does not. So let's go one down here on the card draw. This is just a big creature, but I do like the big creature. Do I like the big creature? 1 big creature is fine. How much training do we have? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, every one of these cards does somewhat drain me, right? I mean, this is also a targeted removal, but that's more than enough. It can also give me card draw and everything. Maybe I am a little bit too much in card draw. I think I'm gonna go 1 charm down after all. I think we have a little bit too much life gain. This one is definitely a no-go after all. We still need to I still need to remove a creature. We still need to remove a creature. This ability costs only 1 white mana, which is definitely nice. 5 more cards to go. I mean, one can definitely be a land. Since I have this time for sure no dual colors, I wouldn't even feel bad going 1 land down, so 16, which is what I prefer. I think I have to take out one of the big guys because my mana value is high. Alright, so 3 more cards. These shouldn't be hard to choose. We have 15 creatures, 12. Like the removals stay the same. This is a removal in a way. We stay with these amount of removals. We have 2 cards that can scale, so I don't think we need that one in generally. 14 creatures. This one can return things. Return things. Oh, wait, this is also in a way a removal. Did I go too deep with the creatures? 14 again. No, I do want to keep some of them. The card draw also important because it's often gonna go to late game. Or is it? Well, this one definitely. Yeah. This one for sure. And... I did take this one for card draw though. It's really hard to cut down in the end. That's the one thing I really that's really tough to do. The counting down, the cutting down on certain cards, right? Let's go one down on here. Let's go with this. The deck box is actually matching the card that we brought in just for this. All right. We have all colors. I like it. This is a good hand. Blue and red. The Grave Researcher needs to come in very late. Next turn I would probably play Abigail here. Why would you be scared to play Draft and Magic? If I may ask that, of course. we got the Pensive Professor. Yeah, that's something we need to remove. Kinda sad because I wanted to get this one out first. But we need to get rid of it. I mean, there are some tips and tricks to get better decks, but you are kinda right, it is a tough decision, right? Says the spoils. I mean, the fun thing about doing drafts is also you don't need to, how to say it, take the pressure on making a good deck. You can also fail and miss on thoose. It's never bad to do mistakes as long as you learn from them. That's, for example, one of the reasons why I like to focus on making or playing multiple drafts in a row. Because I like to learn from the mistakes from the previous drafts. If you just play 1 or 2 drafts, you're never gonna learn from your mistakes, I feel like. But if you decide on this set that is coming out, I wanna save up and then do a lot of drafts in that moment, that's the best thing you can do. Like, I personally really enjoy saving up the money, like the gold coins for drafts, and then using them all when a new set pops out, right? After watching some guides, knowing the do's, the good things and the bad things, especially after playing a pre-release of that set, you really know your things and limits, right? That's the thing I really enjoy. 4/4 incoming, no blocks. Alright, I really need another land. Well, that is somewhat okay though, because now I can play this one, then this thing. He will become prepared. Put a +1 counter on target creature. And next turn I can attack with this, gaining 1 life, triggering it for the first time. It will take some time, but if I get a land, I can also play this flying 3/3 that drains the enemy, giving me more. Like, my focus is now getting this enchantment up. Because once it gets up, I will have a quite strong board. This one will be an issue, so I really would like to have something to handle this sooner or later. Okay, I didn't draw a land. Well, I would say let's keep the pressure on. He's probably gonna block it with his 2 creatures now, but that's fine. I could really need my 5th land right now, so I can play 2 spells in 1 turn. This is not bad either, but then I wouldn't be able... Oh, wait. I can actually play 2 spells in a row. This is a sorcery. So, how about... we turn this one? But this one giving a counter wouldn't help right now. 1, 2. What is he gonna do in response? Maybe it would have been better. No, I need to do it this way. That's why we went with so much life gaining. Page counter, opus, opus. Instant and sorcery spell. Change the target spell. Oh. He takes my spell from me. That's annoying. But it's a good call from him. Oh. No, let's cast this one so we get the spell ready. And depending on what we get next turn, we can always replay this, right? We might lose our Abigail this turn, because we need to block that flying whale, because this is already getting super strong. I mean, I'm so happy I got rid of the Pensive Professor, because that one would have given him so much card draw. But still, he managed to get quite a good amount of mana, right? Okay, he's now getting rid of my creature, which is a little bit sad, but it's fine. Okay, he's only gonna hit me with one. It has trample, so I don't mind it coming true. Ooh, there we go, finally. So we could play this one, but we wouldn't be able to reanimate anything right now. That's not the thing we want to do. We get counters, which is nice, to drain him more. And then we have free mana. Alright, how about this one gaining 2 life, getting this one, and this one back to hand. Ah yeah. Then we do this one onto him. We almost got this enchantment full. This is the thing we are focusing right now. Maxing it out to have the max value. The best thing we could do is play this one, use Abigail's ability yet again. But I don't think we will have the leeway to do so. He has a lot of mana. So unless he has a handful of lands. Oh, we are apparently lucky. So we will be able to enhance our creatures in the coming turn. But we really needed more black here, more black mana. That's 13 damage. Together they are 5. I don't want to lose this one though, because the life gaining is gonna make a difference. I actually am not allowed to lose anyone, so I can get this one up. But it might be already a little bit too late. We'll see about that. This one gain 2 life, lose 2 life. Nope. We need creature. We needed to do this so we can drain 2, get this one up, and now have a board that can actually defend me. We will. If he removes one of my creatures though, he gets truth probably, right? Yeah, he will get with the 4/4 truth and then end the game. We need more black mana. We need to check our mana base and put more black in, because we do have some white spells, right? That the social snap was a good card. What? Why would he cast that spell now? He could have won the game here, but he decided not to. Weird. Don't know. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have 2 mana, I'll be able. 3 mana with this one. Huh. Yeah, that's really tough. Like, I mean, I can block some of his creatures, but I can't block what he currently has on damage. I mean, he still had this one. As said, I'm still confused why he decided to play this one. He had the game 1 last game, but he really wanted to cast this Visionary Dance once at least. The Return the Favor really turned the game around there, changing the target. Yeah. It's his one. Not having multiple black mana really sucked here. Let's check the mana base for a moment before we go to the next one. Yeah, we did have 6 black, but we didn't drew it. It's really uncomfortable. Okay, I do want to check the removal spells. Considering the last game, it wouldn't really remove much anyways. Removal wise, we really don't have that much. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna stay like this and try it better. No, actually, green one wasn't bad. The white one was a bit bad. We basically only had 1 white card. Looking at the score, yeah, we do have a lot more. I mean, we still need 4 so we can constantly draw it, but we really want to have a bigger chance on the black spell, so let's draft with 40 cards. This is normal draft. Generally in Magic, when you draft either sealed or when you draft, you play Magic Draft, like every draft format I know of, you draft to build a deck of 40 cards. Yeah, we can keep this. Because, how to say it, in the normal draft format, you have like 3 packs, in which you always pick 1 card, and in the end, you will have from, how many packs is it? 3 packs, 1 pack containing 14 cards nowadays. So you can get up to 42 cards. Most of the cards will hopefully be in the colors. In the end, the last cards in the packs sometimes are not in your colors after all, right? So it will end up for you to have some cards that really don't match your team or whatever you wanted to go for. And one moment, I need to think real quick. He has the same colors as me. But he played that creature for a reason, right? Now we're losing both our creatures. That wasn't that. I forgot that it's each creatures. I should have copied then. So I had a draining ability here. Oh well. So basically you start to look for cards that you want, and cards you don't want you just try to pass, but in the end you will get some of the cards that you cannot use. In the end you get a pool of cards that you can use. There are some rules and ideas you can go for, like for example, if I were to build a draft deck, I would focus to have 13 to 15 creatures. Why? In the end, it's the creatures that carry you to win in that format, because even if you wanted to, you would probably have issues collecting enough creatures to manage your deck better, right? Wait, blue? Okay, this guy is going red, black, white, green. This is going 5 colors. Interesting. So that's like one of the rules I would give you or inform you about to keep in mind if you're drafting. Generally, a lot of local game stores also do drafts. If you have any issues or if you're interested in it, you can play it. Like, personally, it's a very nice format because everyone is playing only with the set that just came out. I mean, this set is a bit special, having some cards from older formats because of the Mystical Archive. But I mean, if we're looking back, every set has something special. Some of them have some Uni versus Beyond cards that seem strong, but every set nowadays has special guests, right? This set has a low amount of special guests, but in comparison, have a lot of Mystical Archive cards, which compensates to it. I think this is one of the sets that gives you the most amount of the most amount of sorry, I'm kind of missing the word right now. This is one of the sets that gives you the most amount of old cards from older or different formats, right? So that's what I generally like. This Strixhaven, what I mean. Draft generally gives you the option to only focus on synergies within a set, which is quite nice. Like, you can find some synergies by going for 3 colors. You can also focus on 2 colors and enhance the format. Generally, it is cool. Well, Draft itself is a very nice format where, depending on how much you win, you get your rewards, just like here. There is also the format where you just play for fun to try out a new set, the pre-release events. I really enjoy going to pre-release events because everyone has this, oh, you can do mistakes because it just came out. Some people don't even understand the right chaining or synergies with the set and can make mistakes. And that's why I really enjoy it when people have all of these different versions, ways to play the game. So here a little tip, for example, I have here an interaction, which I'm interesting to see what he will do in response to it. Because he knows I can like boost this one, and he knows this one can grow stronger. So it's really interesting what he's gonna do. I'm giving him a choice. If he decides to take the damage, I'm totally fine. But if he doesn't, while I do have no instant answer in my hand, I can just pump this guy up to make him, to punish him for blocking, right? If he blocks with his 2 creatures, my pest mascot, I'm just gonna take away his strongest creature. I don't mind losing my pest mascot at this point, because I have a card that wants to give me creatures back. If I get a creature on top, I'm just gonna surveil it down, so I can use his ability to get prepared and reanimate any one of my creatures in the graveyard. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Just what I wanted. So, let's reanimate. Oh! Put target creature card from a graveyard. Oh! Well, we needed some mana, so let's get this one so we can replay it and get some cards from any graveyard. I wasn't really prepared for that one. Actually, we wait for this. Let's see what he does. Let's not attack with the Grave Researcher right now. I didn't know. You can also reanimate from the enemy graveyard. That's nice. Oh, very nice. We needed lands anyways. Oh, very nice. Yeah, this is looking very different than the first game. We don't want to draw a land. This Grave Researcher is so strong. Let's get the next creature. I want to get this one out now. Oh, we lost the creature now, damn. Come on, kill one of my creatures. I really want them to die so I can get my prepare spell ready of Grave Researcher. There we go. Thank you. He could kill this one so far. It's fine. Yeah, we really went for the reanimating one. And it did really work wonders here. Like, we have Zombify. Oh wait, he killed his own creature. Fuck, I was happy about it. I still am not on free creatures, so I have to hope. But that's why we tried to focus on having as much creatures as possible. I mean, I think we went down to 14 instead of keeping the 15 creatures. But it's still very nice. Like, we still have the option to it. And in the worst case, we're just gonna use the Zombify to get creatures from our graveyard back anyways. Doesn't matter. I mean, we already have more than enough creatures to put a lot of pressure onto him next turn. What is he thinking about? Well, while he's still thinking, I'm gonna do a little drinking break. Always stay hydrated, guys. It would have been a creature. Damn. Kind of hurts. Well, let's see what he does. I mean, if he plays a creature with power toughness 4 or greater, the game is pretty much over. And if not, we have Zombify, so it was pretty much over here. The Grave Researcher was way too long on the field. I should have tried to keep him alive though. Thank you, thank you. I mean, generally, Borkia, if you're very interested in trying out a draft and you don't feel confident to play it alone, if you don't mind doing a kind of, how to say it, shared session of us both streaming, or like allowing me to stream while I watch over your gameplay and everything, I can give you advices in drafting. I'm not a master myself, but I did watch, or am watching a YouTuber that does give a lot of advices for limited. Like, generally, the one thing I can advise you, if generally anyone is interested in it, right? Limited Legend MTG, he might just be starting, but he has been giving quite good advice about drafting. Like, most of the things that I'm doing nowadays is thanks to his advice. I don't really want to advertise to another YouTuber, but he is doing it really well. So it can give you some, how to say it, confidence in drafting. And generally, if you still don't want to do this, but rather are more interested in sharing something together, I'm always happy to do something together and help out a friend gaining the confidence. What I really love to do is, when a friend of mine just started playing Magic, I told him, hey, rather than just waste your gold on these packs and everything, why not save them up and try to draft? Because in that way you will get cards, and who knows, maybe the cards are actually something you can and want to use, right? Mm-hmm. Why I don't want to play my Grave Researcher right now. I still have no creatures in my graveyard, and I'm still not sure what he has for trick up his sleeve, right? I know that my free one is just gonna die right now, because I have no mana open, so it would be stupid to not block here. But it's fine, I want him to die, so I have something to gain me life for my next turn for my pest mascot. One of the good things in this set is you have a lot of things to interact in the graveyard, and your enemies normally have very less things to interact in this one set, especially with the graveyard, because, for example, there's no guarantee that the peoples here use the graveyards, right? Well, red-white, for example, focuses a lot on playing with the graveyard. A blue-red doesn't really interact with the graveyard at all. So, or it depends on how you build it, which is why it's not so good to have a card in it that specifically targets the graveyard if the enemy is not going to use it, right? But because of the black and red-white things, like, there's a lot of things that can interact with the graveyard. So, building a deck that interacts with the graveyard is no issue. But trying to play around it can turn into an issue. Oh, he copied the Ace of Spoils. Not bad. That's how he got that hand right now. That one's a sorcery, right? Yep. Okay. Huh. For now, let's surveil. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I do wanna keep the zombify here. And you know what? I also wanna get rid of... Wait, this is an instant. Then how about we go into combat and smack him with everything we've got so far? What is he gonna do? Perfect. Just how I planned it out to be. Because if I now destroy this one, I will gain life thanks to this one, which triggers this one, going into a 4-5. Using the instant as a combat trick turns this entire combat phase into my win. I mean, he does still have 2 mana, but it doesn't change the fact that my pest mascot is gonna get rid of his flyer. The flyer that I wouldn't be able to handle the other way. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, before the mana goes wasted, let's deal 1 more damage to him, but he made sure to get rid of my creature as well this time. So, I lose my best mascot, he only lost 1 of his creatures. Oh, still only 1 creature in the graveyard. Oof. I myself thought that this is a very nice creature if you go red-white, but yeah. Here he shows why he's gonna get creatures for every time he exiles a card from his graveyard. Wow. The value. Maybe I do need Culling the Week after all. Generally, I play a lot of formats. Oof, I really remember this one. Just for 1 moment. I need to think real quick. I need to go defensive again. He still doesn't seem to be very interactive with the graveyard, but I still don't have enough creatures for it to actually be worth it. So, generally, I have to say I play Standard. I think Standard has become a very nice format nowadays. Like, I really enjoy it a lot. It's exactly how I want to play Magic the Gathering. I do play Commander a lot. Flyer I can't really block anyways, but I can get rid of a lot of his creatures here. Maybe I should get the board wipe in after all. It would have been very great here. Boy. This seems to be... he did make a very good red and white deck. Didn't have the chance to do that one online yet. Red-white, I mean. That's just too much damage. 1, 2, 3. The big creature flying I can block. The other one is menace, which would require 2 creatures. I would still be losing a lot. Yeah, this is just so much damage, I guess. 8, yeah. Well, what I could try is this and this to maximize the damage I can block, but it will not be enough. Yeah. So, thank you. GG's. Ah, unlucky, but yeah, red-white is strong, and I have to say that I couldn't remove the copy creature, the flying 4/4. That kind of turned it around. If I could have gotten rid of it, it would have been better. Any case, not gonna give up the draft. We're still gonna play this last game. What formats do I play? I did already say Standard. Commander. I really like to play Commander, especially with friends and such. What I also prefer to or like to do is play Modern. The current format is still something I need to adjust and get to know better, but that's one of the formats I also enjoy playing. And yeah, well, I do like to do drafts here and there if the opportunity arises, right? One of the things you can always do, especially if you have no instance, right? You can always attack and give the opponent the pressure of, hey, I might have a combat trick. Do you really want to block? Some people will at some point say, if I'm really needing that creature, I'm not gonna block, just to not go for the risk. You have to think about it. How do I explain it the best way? Let me ask you a question before I try to answer how Modern works. Have you ever played in like Magic Standard format? Alright. Have you also created your own deck in Standard? Good. Why I had to point it out this way. So, Modern is not much different from Standard. Why? You have to think it that way. in Standard, you have like the pool of the last 4 years of the set. So let's say this is your card pool in Standard currently, alright? Modern has around double or triple the size. Why am I pointing it out this way? It's because they changed Standard to 4 years, which really increased the value or the time you can choose your pool of cards to build your deck and everything in Standard. And Modern never really had limitations. I'm not sure which set exactly it is that allowed you to start playing Modern. Like where exactly is the limit of Modern things? There's also always a ban list and everything like that. But you have to think about it this way. Somewhere here was wait, here's the camera. Wait a second. First we go attacking here. What does he do? Let me just finish this combat phase and then go back to it. Yeah. So let's say Modern started somewhere here in the combat. So somewhere here is where Modern started. And every set that comes out is also allowed in Modern. It's just some cards are just sound cool, sound strong, but are just not made for it, right? And sorry, I do have to focus on the game sometimes here. Just interesting what he's gonna do. You know, let's just no, it's the other way around. So you have like this pool for Standard and more than double or triple the amount for Modern. Modern has a way bigger format than you might think of as first. Well, I tried to tell you, and I might have pointed it out in a bad way. Modern has a way bigger pool of cards. One of the reasons why Modern is so fast, it's because the pool is that big of cards that you can build your decks around, right? Like for example, if I'm talking to you about fetch lands or shock lands, they wouldn't make any they wouldn't make any sense, or they wouldn't be resonating with you right now, right? The thing is, that's one of the reasons why Modern turned out to be this fast of a format, right? Because in Modern you have like a huge amount of card pool, and the reason why it's still a little bit faster than Standard is you play lands that you sacrifice. You pay one of your life just to get certain lands out of your decks, right? To reduce the chance to draw lands, right? The next thing is you get spells that you can cast for free. One of the recent spells everyone heard or saw, like Force of Will, has had a huge impact and a huge audience in Strixhaven, right? Because it's like the most wanted cards. It's one of the well, actually it's not being played in Modern because it's banned there. But you have to think about it. There is another counter spell that works just like Force of Will, and that's actually currently allowed in Modern. So Modern has not only a bigger pool, but it's that much of a faster format because it has that much options to do and play with, right? Oh, actually, I should have played the land here. Oh well. Just attacking with these creatures is giving me enough pressure, because he can... Oh no, he actually can block this creature. But that's actually fine, because then I can reanimate some of his creatures from his graveyard. It's whatever, let's get this one down. We're not gonna play this one, so we can have the reanimate ready in my turn. But yeah, so that's basically it. While there's a lot of formats in Magic, you have to think about it. Some formats are even older than, or I think 1 or 2 formats are older than Modern, which makes it even faster. While all of the other formats are just earlier. For example, Pioneer is kinda like Modern. It has a quite big pool, like bigger than Standard, and it doesn't rotate. Like, the only thing that happens in a way with rotating is, oh wait, do we want this? Right now we do not, because we don't have that much life gaining. Like, we can get this one back, but it's just way too slow. Mana, ooh. We reanimate this one. We get one of the flyers away. And then we look for a certain creature in our deck, which is gonna help us. I mean, this is not bad to drain him death. Yeah, let's go with this one. To my hand. To my hand. Nice. Yeah, we pass like this. We don't have any pressure to keep going. We can keep reanimating creatures from his graveyard. No. No. There are cards that are always worth it. For example, Edge of Eternities brought in the Quantum Riddler, which is a card that is loved in Modern. It had it instantly found place and opportunities, right? But if we turn it into the other way, let me just get this turned down. Like, if you don't mind, I would still focus on this game, but after this game I can like try to show you a little bit about it, right? And try to get more into these things. Okay, this one can kill multiple creatures. This is okay. No, I didn't mean to shut you up. It's just I'm a very competitive person, right? So I do want to win the game that I'm currently playing on, right? But I also don't want to leave you in the open. So that's why I'm saying, once I'm done with this round, I would really like to give you some, how to say it, with the web browser, give you some images and really break it down as good as I can, what the differences is and what makes the game stronger or slower in certain formats, right? So, if you're free and still have time, of course, I don't want to force you to stay here and watch me explain it and anything, but I would really appreciate it, because I would really like to show you the thing, like that, the things in Magic. Like, for example, the reason why I think I got attached to Magic is I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As a TCG. I got tired of being in a format that always rotates, right? I really loved it when in Yu-Gi-Oh! They started with the panel monster, making sure some of the very old cards, the normal creatures and all, had an option to be played again, right? But then they made some changes that made it kind of hard to play it again or enjoy that format again, right? So that really frustrated me in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really stopped playing TCGs for a long time. I think 2 years at most. It's for me a long time, yeah, because after all that happened there actually happened to be a friend that told me ages the weekend we were playing actually some online games, but he somehow got me back into a TCG because I was really curious of everything happening so far, right? And that's how I got back into Magic. And what I really enjoyed about Magic is, no matter what happens, it's still a very cool format, right? I lose life to its mana earlier, but that's fine. I remove this one, so he doesn't get to draw more cards. And we come in with the 2 flyers, because you cannot... Oh, and the menace one. It gives us a life again. Alright, I'm in the process to quit Yu-Gi-Oh! Good. So basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, or is, in my view, not that cool of a game, because it's really hard focused on meta. Things come in, and before things come in... Ooh, he actually got a Quantrix. That's a nice one. That's a nice bomb. Exactly. Like, that's the one thing I also enjoy about Magic, or the reason why I not only stay in Magic, but I also really, really enjoy playing Magic in itself. It has so many formats, which means so many options for you to play, to find your format, and have a blast and enjoy it there, right? Like in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's just this one format being known. There are some things from series you can try out and everything, but everyone normally just plays the good old-fashioned Yu-Gi-Oh! Way, and that is playing things, like playing the meta. Anything that's out of the meta rotates out, and you hardly have a reason to search those cards back in and play around it again. Which, for me, is really frustrating. Because you have so much options when you have a card game, but not being able to use any of it feels really bad. While we do not have green mana for her ability, just having her feels great. But now he has a 6/6 flying trample, which is gonna make it tough for me. Well, at least this Teacher's Pest is always giving me some life back. But this is the moment where I'm not really getting truth to his HP. Once again, I could get this one prepared, but it's not gonna help me at this moment because I cannot activate that spell. I do not have blue mana. But there is also no reason for me to put in some lands of the scrollers just because I'm stealing some cards from them. I can always like get something else from them. I might want to get the one to Death Toucher next for a better body to block things, right? Ah, the Cascade incoming. Yikes. Okay. He found the Exhibition Tidecaller, alright. The good thing is he's slowly getting rid of his deck. Oh wait, that's 10 damage in the air. That's gonna hurt me next turn. Well, on the other hand, I can reanimate this guy, giving me some life back and draining him more. I could really need some removal for the Quantrix. Ooh, he can use that one to gain life as well. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. This is gonna get really, really close. Okay, now I can start getting rid of some of his creatures, which is nice. So this one we get rid of, this we block. I'm gonna take 8 damage this turn. Three, 6. Now this one we let on top, of course. Each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life. It is a very nice draining ability, right? It could also help me get rid of the Quantrix, depending on what he draws next turn. I mean, I can get this one again. It cost me 2 life, but I can again return something to his hand, like this one. And only his instant sorcery have Cascade, right? So first we play this, of course. Oh, a 3/3 haster. Discard, draw a card. No, that's not gonna save me right now. I think I need this one to return his Quantrix. Even though it gives him Cascade, it's the best thing to survive one more turn, right? Because now he cannot attack with that flyer. I can gain life with the... Oh, wow, okay, I made myself really low. Good thing I have this as an instant spell. It's so funny, since I've been playing Abigail, I haven't really drawn any creature that I could actually use to turn it in a different way, right? To turn it around. If he managed to get any kind of instant sorcery spell, he will be able to cascade, so it's really gonna get interesting what he does next turn and draws next turn. So what did I miss? Yeah, like from the last thing I remember was the Link monsters. Before that was the Pendulum, which allowed you in a way to bring some old cards. Like I really like to check out what really old cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Happen to exist and how to combine them with some of the newer cards, right? And there was an online platform where every Yu-Gi-Oh! Card was in, which I really enjoyed to play as well or check out and everything, right? But in the end, it really turned worse in a way, the game itself. Like for me, it turned in a very bad format. So I'm gonna be milling 3 cards. Oof. That was a lot of cards. I lost all the removals that I was hoping to get. The Social Snub would have ended the game. That's tough. Well, at least he doesn't have the mana to cast any of those spells right now. He's gonna come in with everything, right? Okay. Ah, he decided not to. Only with the flyers. So here's the question, do I drain him for free? I think that's the best play I can do. Is here, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 2 free life. I mean, I would have really liked to put 2+1 counters here, kill 1. Oh, wait. I drain him for 1. I drain him for 1. And then I can use this one to gain 2 life again. To be at 3. Yeah, no, I cannot do this. I need to do it this way. I need to focus on the draining aspect right now. Focusing on staying healthy. So we play this one. That way we finally prepare the spell, which allows us to drain for 1 more. So then we surveil. Let's see. Yeah, we don't need a land next turn. We can get the 3 mana guy back, so we have another 3/3 flyer. Draining him for 2 more. Or we play this one and drain him with our next spell for 2 more. No, this one is okay. That's why I couldn't block before. I needed to do it this way. This one turning into a 4/4. Drains you for another life. Now we have a blocker. This one attacks to regain 1 more life. And we have a bit bit more leeway here. Oh, we are finally to the moment where we can play it because we used so much mana. Oh no! He tapped my flyer. Yeah, now it's over because he has so much flyers. I will have to block this one. Oh wait, if he doesn't have an instant sorcery in his hand right now, I might still have a slight chance. But if I'm too low, I won't be able to use my reanimate to its mana value. That's why I lost so much life, I see. He's only coming with the flyers. The 7/7 I can block. Yeah. I actually still survive. I actually tell you... Oh, what? No? Ah, I didn't survive it. Okay. Unlucky. It was fun though. As you guys can see, I'm still also trying my best to get better in the drafts. But draft is a format, while I do enjoy it, sometimes doing some really, really weird things. Like, I really thought this card was good, but someone already told me it's not so good, and now I actually paid the price for trying it out. In the end, I even surveilled it in the last game. But these very close games are really fun to play. So draft would definitely be a format that you like, Burk here. Alright, in any case, we wanted to talk about something. Let me just claim my price, and here we go. Alright. So, this is what I personally like to go, is to check some decks when I'm building things to have some ideas. So, this is one of the decks I'm playing. So generally, what you want to know is, you have to think about it this way. In, for example, in Standard, yeah? You like to put in some dual lands if you go in 2 colors, or 3 lands if you're going 3 colors, right? Like, let me just show you an example real quick. If you're checking my decks, right? This is my current Standard deck here. It is a bit weaker than my real life airbending deck. But I'm going 3 colors, which is nowadays possible because of the rotation. We got the shock lands thanks to the Edge of Eternities and Lowin in Magic the Gathering Standard. And they are going to stay for a long while, which allows you to play anything you like. There's also 4 and 5 color control decks, right? So here, you already are aware that you are okay paying 2 life to get a land on the battlefield that comes untapped and gives you the colors that you might need. For example, as you can see, this deck really focuses a lot on green and white, and we do have some blue one, which is why I have these many shock lands, because the verges are nice, but they don't unlock unless you have these shock lands. So the shock lands being reprinted in Magic the Gathering or in Standard really enhance the potential of decks, of ways to play, right? Nowadays it gives so many options for you to go. Like, I do play a copy of each basic land because I just want to have it in case enemies do remove my lands, right? But there's also players that don't play any basic lands anymore, especially if they're going 3 colors, and then start playing something like Multiversal Passage or any other color fixing land, right? And this is how you play or form your deck in competitive if you want to enhance your abilities and your competence, right? But if we are looking at modern, they take it a step further. They're playing these so-called fetch lands. For example, let's take this Flooded Strand. Here you can see, you play this land. Do you see any tap for mana? No. Like, it's not a mountain. Like, you play this land and you cannot tap it for mana. It's basically a land that you pay 1 life to sacrifice it to be able to search your library for a plains and island. Why would you do that? That way you can either search, depending on what you want, what's your gameplay and what is it that you actually want. Do you want to have Shockland to have both colors available? Or do you want to have a surveil land that enters so you can surveil and decide what you're gonna draw next turn? You say fake land, but even in Commander, the higher bracket you go, more command the decks are filled with this because they don't have any color identity. It's not like, let's say you're playing, for example, let me just look for a legendary creature. Let me say you're playing this creature for your commander, right? You wouldn't be able to put a mountain in your deck because it doesn't match your color identity. Lands normally don't have color identities, but being able to tap for red already makes it unavailable for your deck. Fetch lands, on the other hand, you can play any fetch lands in any deck. They are just not that useful if you're looking, for example, with a fetch land into a swamp mountain. There's a fetch land like that for black and red, right? But like that's the one fetch land I would say you wouldn't play in a commander deck with this Ang, for example, because this one is only 3 colors. But generally, why would you play if you're checking this deck, for example? You see, this one focuses mainly on red-white. Like here we have Mountain Plains, we have this land that taps for red, white, red, and some fetch lands. Here we have black, we have blue, here we have green on the side. So here you can see with the fetch lands which colors they're going for. This one goes for green, like for forest or plains, for island or plains, for plains or swamps, right? But the reason why they are in is not because of the second color you can look in this aspect, but mainly because they can search you a plains, an elegant parlor if you want to surveil, or the sacred foundry. You have more options if you're looking for it. So basically you can like think of it as an evolving wilds, but the lands have the option to enter untapped, right? Like you can fetch into this land and then decide to play it untapped and lose another to life. So you think about it, in standard you wouldn't think about other decks losing life just to get the mana base correct, right? In modern, it's like you basically to almost a third of your life yourself by playing fetch lands into shock lands or a fetch land into a tapped land, right? Like even this Arid Mesa, this is exactly the one he plays 4 times because this is exactly the land that gives him either a mountain or plains, right? So you really use your life as a resource, and having a land that searches you for any, in a way, you basically 1/3 of a time you kill yourself in a way. It is kind of funny. And the next thing is the cards. Like look at this Ocelot Pride. It's a 1/1 for 1 mana that has first strike and lifelink. That already is insane. Having a creature that has so many stats on one thing. Imagine how everyone flipped out of Moonshadow for standard, being a 1 mana 7/7 with menace. Even though he enters with negative counters on it, and there are decks that revolve around him getting faster and stronger, right? So this is kind of the same. This is a format where this creature is already strong, but then he has some potential with, for example, Guide of Souls, being able to get stronger or being able to get truth, right? The main focus is, if you gain life, he gives you tokens. So this is why he is so strong, because it doesn't matter if you attack or not with the lifelink. If you just manage to get somewhat life, in the end step you get another creature. And I don't want to dig too deep into this deck. I just want to show you the format is really fast. This is considered an aggro deck where you have the Ocelot Pride, the Guide of Souls, where you're like building up and smacking hard, kinda, and getting a lot of creature tokens, right? But if you're looking around some of the, in a way, control deck or a bit different focus deck, like here we have, for example, Glorious Vengeance. This is also a deck that focuses to get your graveyard full, and then using this 2 mana spell to get legendary creatures out. So basically you see the Atraxa here. You normally never hardcast her. You somehow get her into your graveyard to then be able to, for 2 mana, put it onto the battlefield and then draw not 10 cards, but from the 10 cards maybe the best cards from it, right? And here we can see the Quantum Riddler. It is played to like warp in and maybe get sacrificed or ephemerated to be able to like get out of the game and instantly back in the game, and then doesn't warp out or remove from the game that way. You also have cards like this card, so Solitude, where you exile a white card from your hand to evoke it just to remove a creature from your enemy. So you like sacrifice a hand card just to get, like, you 2-for-1 yourself. You remove a hand card and discard in a way, because evoke means it dies when he enters, just to remove a creature from the enemy side, right? And then there is cards like Force of Negation, 3 mana, or counter if it's not your turn, you may exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. So you exile a blue card from your hand, again 2-for-1 yourself, just to remove a card from the enemy. That is what you do in this format. You remove options and card from your hand, or generally to cast free spells. That's how fast it is. So it is, not sure how you see it, but when I'm playing against a control player that has 2 mana open and actually manages to counter a spell that I really wanted to use this turn, I really get agitated. Just imagine how it is in turn 1 being able to get any strong or anything you wanted to do countered by an enemy. But that's the thing, that's Modern. Modern is so fast that, because there are many options to get a big creature and strong creature like this one out in turn 2 or 3, which you couldn't even imagine in Reanimator. You have to go for tricks like playing in Spider-Man, exiling a card from your graveyard, just to have a somewhat cheaper copy of it onto the field. In Modern, you can in turn 2 or 3 get a 6/6 out or a 5/5 out with strong abilities. A friend of mine really loves to play an Reanimator deck that's not being listed here. Maybe it's in this one, where you like use Reanimate, the spell Reanimate, to actually get a creature out. Here it's not, well, here's Persist, it's kind of the same. Like you put strong creatures into the graveyard to then bring them out with abilities. Like here you play Archon of Cruelty. It's an 8 mana card, but you normally either discard it or somehow put it into the graveyard, and then when you put it into the graveyard, you play Persist to get it back. Or here, I think Unearth is it not the same? Return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less. Okay, now this is for the 3 or less cards, but normally this could be a Reanimator to get this thing back, right? So the format we are playing, you see a lot of 1 or 2 mana spells that have been seen through all seasons, to enhance your decks and your playing, right? In Standard, we have some decks that go 3 colors. Here, we have more than half of the decks that go 3 or more colors, because it has so many potential and options. You can play for Triomes. Triomes are lands that have actually the land type, so you can search them with fetch lands, right? You have domains, where you play 5 colors and cards that get enhanced. So here is especially where the Triomes find a place. You look with a fetch land for one of your Triomes, so you get your domain zone ready, right? I mean, there are options for it. There are a lot of things, but Modern is really a format that, how to say it, not only is strong, but can get very expensive. Let me just show you. Empty Standard. The thing is, Modern is such a long format that once you have a deck there, even though some decks get stronger and weaker with cards that rotate or come in with standard formats, right? They still stay strong. So let's say Dimir Excruciator was a deck that recently won a tournament for pros, or made sure that one playing this deck qualified for a pro tour. I'm not sure if he's still playing right now in the Twitch. It seems like the standard draft is finished today. Oh no, they're actually playing standard today, finally. Yeah, around 12th standard. I missed the standard start, I guess. In any case, so for 300, I mean, that's a lot. If you really want it, you can get it for a good amount of money, this deck, like except the Emeritus of Ideation, because this one just came in. Holy shit, it really increased in price. I thought it would drop because for me it didn't look that strong, but I guess the Ancestor Recall made it strong. In any case, this is what you pay for a standard deck. This is what you pay for a modern deck. Because the fetch lands already make a lot of money. Like, here's Watery Grave, which we know is a shock land. This is a fetch land. 3 fetch lands going for 80, which means one would be worth around 20, right? This is what you actually part-wise spend just to be able to play in this format. Because it already starts with the lands being super expensive. Like the land base, which in standard you can somehow work out with some basic lands, right? Swamp. If we are looking in my decks, for example, my standard decks. Here are my standard decks, for example. Here's my avatar deck. I mean, it is expensive, but I also choose to have some expensive artworks. Like, for example, I only have one of this, but because he's calculating having all 4 of them, I don't want to have all different versions in, right? The next thing would be, for example, the upper is very expensive in my deck, and I do play Starting Town and Shocklands, right? The land base itself is making this deck expensive, right? But if you're looking for another standard deck of mine, which I played, for example, today, and I've really enjoyed playing it, this one, way cheaper, right? Like if we're looking into Ang again, this one cost me 600, but this one, 300. Oh, one of the decks that actually won the recent tournaments and everything. Okay, it actually is quite expensive, which is a bit to my surprise. But this is just my form of the deck. If you're looking into here, let's see. Oh, mono white is not even here anymore. Wow. Yeah, MTG Goldfish really accelerates and adapts very quick. In any case, this is one of the decks that won. A little bit alternation with my Elspeth. Some player play different cards. The price can really decrease because you can like put in a lot of your planes in, right? It's the Cavern of Souls that kind of carries the price of this one together with the Elspeth, right? There are like some cards that really carry the price in this one. But if you're looking at this is a cheap card, this is a cheap card, this is a cheap card. Like these are the cards that you can mainly put in your deck. They are not that expensive, and that does make the game, the deck running, right? The Elspeth is just a finisher I put in. If you want to go cheaper, you take the Elspeth out, and you can still play it very good. The Voice of Victory is a very important card. Like this is the one card you might need to spend for this deck, right? But the rest, they are expensive, right? It's the Cavern of Soul and the Voice of Victory making this really expensive. Just for this thing, I might go out here. Just one moment. Let's see. Clone. I'm just curious because I don't wanna lie to you guys. But let's see. We do this out and this out. They are not really that necessary. But you see, the deck lost just 150 of its value by putting out these 5 cards. They're expensive, right? But in modern, you can do that. That's how fast this format is. And if you're looking for all formats, there is even a format even faster than modern. Like I'm not sure what the differences of all cards are, but let me just Force of Negation. So this card, for example, like we have these two are formats that I even don't want to play in. They're like super big, super high value. Recently there have been some bans in this format which led to a price increase of an opal. It used to be around 40 to 60 euros. Nowadays it's 150 euros. One card. Which makes kinda one of the strongest deck currently. This is one of the most expensive deck in Magic. Look at this, 1,400. It's this card. Look at this opal, $1,500. What? No way. Let me just check that real quick. It can't be. Mox opal being that expensive, right? Come on. Did it really increase that much in price? I think that those are the things you really have to check to be 100% sure of, right? Come on, card market. Thank you.
with 3 colors, let alone more. Selling car to play card game. Yeah, I play Historic since recently. Really? You play Historic? Yeah, I am from Germany. I'm sorry about my accent. I'm really trying my best. But after talking a lot of time, I do tend to let it out. Yeah, here we can see it. The card hits value 134 near mine. If you're looking for a German seller, it can get even crazier. Yeah, but this is, as I said, it used to be cheaper, but the recent ban in Historic and Legacy made a huge impact, making sure that a lot of people really are looking for this opal now in all formats. Like Modern still plays it and enjoys to play it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And as I said, some other people do, how to say it, do get enhanced, or so some people got onto Mox Opal after the recent changes in their formats, right? So these are like very fast format. This is, as I said, a fast format. I wouldn't say it turns in turn 2 or 3, but things can go for a big turn, right? Vintage is a format Vintage and Timeless is a format that I'm not 100% sure of. Pioneer is, as I said, like Modern, but without the fetch lands at least. So it has, in my view, a little bit of a slower format, right? And Standard, as I said, it's a very nice format. Like if you, how to say it, enjoy playing MTG Arena and the format there, then you're playing on a very good and slow format. If you want to play and enjoy more, like this, the thing I really enjoy about Magic, you can play multiple formats. You can also just decide to play one. Like I'm a competitive player, right? I have competitive decks. Like I am even doing, or really trying, but it's really hard to get all these editing done for a week on my videos and everything. Currently, I'm doing like a little bit of a Standard versus Modern challenge, where I'm playing some of my Standard decks against the Modern decks of a friend of mine and my own. Some of them being even current meta Modern decks. And I have to say, thanks to the recent changes, Standard got to a pace where it can hold their ground against Modern. I wouldn't say they are strong enough. Like if I'm comparing them to the decks I saw when I was playing in a regional tournament, Modern still is hefty to play. They get some asset play spells that are for free, like Force of Negation, or just imagining having to play against. Okay, this one doesn't have it. I'm showing you in a moment what I meant. No, this one also doesn't have it. Come on, someone should have it, right? Here, some even playing this card, this member. You pay 4 life to pay this. To play this 1 mana removal spell that gives -5/-5 to a creature. Freaking amazing, like. You sacrifice so much to get rid of one of the enemy creatures just to slow them down, right? There's a lot in this, and as said, decks really get expensive in Modern. Once again, going back to the main topic, I really like that it has so many formats for really competitive and hard-try guys like me. Modern and Standard is where I'm like going in tournaments, sometimes not even allowing the enemy to take people, like to take backsies and everything, right? But then there are formats like Commander where the gameplay is very slow. And while it is competitive, there are even local tournaments that do a weekly Standard tournament. Once you get to know the people there, you will allow them to take some things back, some mistakes back, or to change their plays. Some even, like for example today, I started playing one of my decks that I recently decided to try out. This one, for example, not only did I build it, I really tried it out today. And I made the third place from 8 people, which is totally fine for me. I got a 30 euro cards for a 5 euro entrance. And I got to try out this deck that I saw a YouTuber play online. I, as I said, put in my own touch because I really enjoy it. He played, for example, with a Resplendent Angel, which really was sick because if you gain 5 life, you get a 4/4 Vigilance one. But I decided to go to turn down a little bit less into the life gaining and more into the token one. And this is how it turned out. It really was enjoyable. It was fun to play. It really was a blast. And I said, the community allows me to come in with one of these standard decks, just try them out and see, are they worth playing against him or not? Can I do something or not? And I really managed to play against them. Well, it was a little bit of a frustrating view going into a table where of the 8 players participating, me being one of them, 7 of them played black. And I was like, what the fuck? There are only black people playing in this tournament. I'm getting roasted here. They are just removing my creatures and everything. Well, still, I had a blast, 3rd place, so my deck did go well. And I said, it came to a moment where you can get your things out and try some new things. Challenge yourself a little bit more, right? I did it. It was a blast. Well, Modern is a thing where you less likely want to try out things, but rather come in prepared, have your sideboard for every of the meta decks, but also be ready for some off meta decks. All of a sudden, for example, I was playing with my Boros Energy deck, which is a meta deck right now, playing against an out of the meta deck. There is some infect decks that are out of the meta. A friend of mine played that deck and really hard rolled over me, and I was like, holy, I didn't expect a meta deck to lose against an off meta deck. That's the good thing. You have such a big format where even the old decks, you don't have to change much and they still feel nice to play and good to play, right? If we turn this back or look back to our standard format, yeah, there are cards returning, right? But this Airborne deck has been meta or been nice and juicy to play since Avatar released in November, December this year, last year, right? It's been May and it's still performing on top. Like in the last season, I managed to get Diamond 1, almost mythic with this deck. And I haven't really changed it in Arena that much. Like really nothing there. Maybe some sideboard cards here and there, but not any of the Strixhaven cards are in it. This is what I really like of Magic, or Wizard of the Coast. They really are player orientated. They're trying to get the value of some cards down. They really try to adjust the formats. Like Modern and Standard haven't been touched since Vivi. They haven't been touched. Can you imagine Yu-Gi-Oh! Bringing out cards? Kind of crazy combination, yeah, of any kind of cards and everything. And then in the next season or the next moment they do bans, they instantly ban or limitate that format, right? That's really frustrating. Playing in the meta TCG where everything you wanted to build or do, you pay hundreds of euros or dollars to get your board, get your deck ready, and then in the next moment you're actually going to a tournament, you already have to readjust your deck. It feels horrible. Like, I really would hate it. I was even going out of Standard when it used to be a 2-year format, because you play your deck and after 2 years you need to get new cards. Now they changed it to 4 years. It feels so much better. Like, just imagining my favorite deck currently, the Airborne deck, after 2 years or 1 year maybe, the dog, Aurloc, will rotate out. If I don't find a good subsidiary for this, I might have to rebuild this deck a bit. But this is also something fun to do, checking the cards that has come out and the synergies and then adapting to it, right? In the other point, having to adapt it or just playing it differently. Like, there has already been a blue-white control deck which doesn't utilize the dark. Maybe I will turn this deck into a blue-white control deck then, or the blue-white deck of this form of this version when the dog gets out. But currently, it is really, really nice to play. I enjoy it. It makes fun, and I really hope that I will find a solution for when dog goes out, but till then I have this one. And if worst comes to shove, this one, for example, this will for a very long time not rotate. What will get out probably soonish is at one point Enduring Innocence and the Sheltered by the Ghost. But this deck also runs well with the cards from this format. Like this is from Foundations. If it rotates out, I will just look for another 1 mana life gaining thing. Currently Halia is good enough, right? And the other cards that are currently in, just recently come in, I will just have to adjust it a bit. And this is what I have been looking for. Like, this is why I went away from Yu-Gi-Oh! And really enjoy Magic. They are really, each format has a way to stabilize, right? I really enjoy it. I kind of missed your chat when you said that something sounded like a scam to you. Sorry about that. Once you go black, you never go back. They kind of do sometimes, yeah. It is what it is. Every format or everything has its own version, right? Oh, I opened it 2 times, whatever. In any case, I really enjoy Magic as it is. And as long as they don't change, as long as they don't come to this forcing you to always go for the new cards, it is nice. I really also enjoy that they sometimes bring out sets that are really bad. Well, I do not like how they managed to do Spider-Man, because it is one of my favorite heroes in Marvel, Spider-Man, because he has a lot of abilities which I'm really looking out in superhero movies and everything, right? I really didn't like how they produced it in Magic, but they have to bring out some bad formats sometimes, right? Because the bad formats make sure that the good formats or make sure that the game is stabilized, that not everyone has to go for the newest one, that you also can skip some new ones, right? I really like this. Yeah, I myself kind of unsure. Do I want to go for Marvel or not? Because I have had to say I really enjoy the Magic cards in itself. Like for example, Lowen was a blast, and even though I really like and enjoy Avatar, Strixhaven was something to celebrate for. I also celebrated the Tarkir set, so I have to say I do join you that I really like Marvel and I'm really interested in what they're bringing out. What I've seen from Marvel so far hasn't really convinced me yet, so I'm really happy with how it is right now. And I'm gonna be curious on what's gonna come from Marvel. But right now, I'm not really feeling something like, oh, I have to change some of my commander decks for the new set and everything. I have to say, I hope some cool Iron Man deck comes out. And maybe another cool... What is the other one? Like I really like Iron Man. Ah, yeah, Quicksilver. I really hope I can build Quicksilver in one of my decks. Maybe in a little bit of an aggressive deck like this one. We'll see. Sure. Once again, coming back to the formats and finishing it up. So what you can generally feel like, I'm not sure if there's a table for what formats they exist, but you really need to understand what you enjoy playing. For example, Modern is very fast, but it's still, if you have equally strong decks, it's still a format where you can play and interact with each other, right? If you're looking in Standard, you also have to, if you want to be a good deck, you need to have some kind of interaction pieces. Like, look at this, I have here, oh, I shouldn't move it, I have like 2, 4, 8 pieces of interaction for removing any creatures that the enemy have that are very annoying to deal with, right? And if necessary, 4 more interactive pieces in my sideboard, right? Looking in my Airborne deck, my main deck works in being focused around my combo. I do have my Ang as a removal for, and if I actually need it for some Doomsday, even more removal or interaction pieces in my sideboard. This is what a deck that you build for formats is, right? Being able to interact with enemies to enhance it, right? Punisher. Punisher from Marvel. Oh, I haven't seen this one. Has it already been shown or any spotlights here? The Mind Stone has been revealed. That's one I knew. I see more cards. Yeah, the Mind Stone has been revealed. Captain America has been already revealed. Oh, I really like this ephemerate artwork. I'm really gonna go for some singles here. Punisher, not here either. Yeah, some of the what's it called? Special guests have been revealed. Like, this is in the universe set. Special guest will be in the bonus sheet, like reprints with special artworks. That's why the ephemerate, for example, that is used in Modern is in this on this card. But I really like this artwork. Oh, I love it. I'm actually gonna look out for the ephemerate cards. Force of Vigor, Heroic Intervention. Horn of Greed. Toot. Division has been revealed. Huh. This is it not. Huh. Not here yet. I don't see a Punisher yet right now. Yeah, kind of does. What does Horn of Greed do again? Whenever a player plays a land, that player draws a card. Yeah, okay, that's kind of funny. I mean, the artwork also looks very funny. I mean, I am looking forward to Marvel to see what else there is. I hope some of my favorite heroes get some better one. Like, I'm kind of sad. Quicksilver used to be, or is, my favorite one, but it seems like I cannot really build a commander deck around it. Like, I really like the superpower of speed, right? And he doesn't seem to have it as good as I wanted it to be. Well, it will definitely be a standard card, so at least I will be able to get my satisfaction there, but I honestly wish to see it in a different way, right? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It seems to be quite interesting. I mean, I also very, very intrigued about Reality Fracture. They have been showing some cards already. Like, alone this Bloodline Recollector, this artwork of Sting Custom Mage remembering the Snap Custom Mage and Chandra being blue. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, it's already being shown what products are coming out, yeah. I mean, I have to say, nowadays I'm looking more forward into Reality Fracture than into the Marvel set. While I do like Marvel, I don't see anything except for artwork, another artwork of Ephemerate. I don't really see anything that breathtaking for me to, I need to build something around it, right? Like, I really loved the Lorcan, for example, from Lorwyn. Or I think that was also from Lorwyn, the Elemental deck, and the Blight deck was it from there. And from Strixhaven, I really loved the Elder Dragon. The Elder Dragon was like, okay, I need to build some commander decks from it. I had some sleeves and I decided to build some commander decks with them, and I'm still on it. Like, well, it's still a long way to go. These are the ones I did for show to you, so I'm just gonna delete them right now. So here you can see I finished my Silver Quill deck. I'm still like building and I still want to try it out, but already got quite a views. And this is my Witherbloom deck. It's still on the build. I'm still thinking. I'm not sure if I can manage to get it to bracket 4, but bracket 3 should definitely be possible. for this deck. Still thinking about a lot, what to build, what to do, right? And this is like one of the things that come back to the format. If you want to take your time, play cards, and sit a while on the table, Commander is the best format for you. It is meant to be the casual format. There actually almost never happens to be big changes. So you can just come with a deck and play. And if there actually comes to be a change or something that you're not unaware of, the people are very cool to let you know. It's also very good to have multiple Commander decks so you can play in different brackets and also just around the people to have fun, right? Standard has become more of a competitive format. It had really an acceleration with the shock lens and everything, but it's still a format where it takes at least 4 to 6 turns to end a game. Modern, mostly decided by the third or fourth turn. If not, it is probably a control or a more of a control deck against a normal deck, but generally you can see modern decks being really, really quick over, and the other things even faster. And if we look at it, Commander also has a way to be faster finished, right? There is the bracket 4 and 5 where they play really, really fast, and that average game timing should be like in bracket 4, it should be finished the latest at turn 6, and in bracket 5 even earlier if anything. But there are also formats like bracket 3 and 4 and 2 where it ends between between 8 and 11 turns. And this is why the bracket format is, and this is why you need to really make sure to know the power level of your deck, to be sure to not sit on a table where you totally dominate and make the experience for the others miserable. While it was in a way of a revenge act for some noobs that I tried to to teach the game, they decided to come almost 1 hour late because they wanted to finish their 1v1. When we said on 18 o'clock we are gonna meet up, and a friend and I were waiting, so we had a 4th table to play Commander for more than 1 hour. And that's when I decided I bring out my elemental deck to kind of punish them in a way for coming late. Not something I would recommend. It's a very salty approach, but I had to do it. And yeah, I really did it because I wanted to show them, guys, you can't come this late. This is unacceptable. And also not because of coming late is not being punished in a way, but coming late because you want to finish a game even though you decided to meet up at 18 o'clock. Ugh, terrible. In any case, I hope I could explain to you, Borkir, the difference between the formats. I managed to get my drafts in the format, and now I'm actually not able to do another draft for a while. So I will open the pack with you at least, everyone, if you're free for it. But I would call it a day, because I'm also getting tired. And a friend of mine wanted to talk with me a bit more. Oh, we actually get the emeritus. Funny. So, yeah, you're welcome. I always am here to, teach and talk about with Magic. That's why I started to stream, because I felt like I have good knowledge and I'm doing it competitive, and I really wanted to be here and interact more with people with Magic, and rather than just being someone to play and talk to in Commander, but also being someone to proactive look and join with people. So I really appreciate it for you being here to join me, and I always love to take some of my time if I'm not doing something like a competitive challenge in the moment. Like I said, if I'm in a game, I'm gonna focus on the game, but after the game, I love to take a talk and also help and teach other people about Magic to help them improve, because I'm more of a guy that says I want to have someone or a harder challenge in front of me, rather than having an easy way out of things, right? So if you're interested, work here, just let me know through whispers or anything like that if you want to go for a draft, and I should join you to give you some hints and tips what I would do. I am really not the best in draft. As you can see, the season just started, and just because I spent a lot of draft, I somehow managed to get to silver. So this definitely is not a format that I'm the best in, right? But I'm always happy to improve and give you some advices to make your experience better, right? I mean, who wouldn't like to go into an event like this one, in a draft event, right? And manage to get like the full money back. Okay, this is a bad one, bad example. In this one and get the full money back, right? I would really enjoy it. Or maybe go into a big draft like this one, sealed format, and actually manage to win a collector box. I would really like to help someone get it, but I don't think I would be able to achieve it. I did try it with Strixhaven, it didn't go well. I'm gonna try it next time with the Marvel set probably. In any case, hit me up when you're ready and feel like it. I would like to plan ahead, but else, and hope to turn it into some content, right? But else, I would call it a day. Thank you for joining me today on this amazing evening of drafting and explaining the different formats to you. And if you have any questions or want me to check to any of your decks, commander decks or standard decks to improve, just let me know. Else, I wish you also gute Nacht, a good night, and JackTStriker tapping out. Good night, everyone.